Hey, it's Dean. I'm your multi-genre music man. Let me try that one more time. This is Dean. I'm your multi-genre music man. This is going to be, I've heard you all asking for Tim Minchin again. This one's going to be Tim Minchin, If I Didn't Have You, full uncut version. Let's see how this one goes. Probably the same as a lot of his other ones. Should have a picture anytime, yeah?
So, I'm married. Ages ago, I got quite a long time. I've been married for a while. I got married to my wife. Seemed appropriate. She was my childhood. They call it childhood sweetheart. I met her when I was 17. And actually, here's something that's probably quite uncommon these days, and probably something you don't want to know. But I actually lost my virginity to the woman I ended up marrying. It's not quite as sad as it sounds, but it's pretty fucking close. But I love her very much, and I've written a lot of songs about her. Come, I thought you left because of the God bashing. So it's so hard to tell these days. Pentecostal, small bladder. Oh, I don't know. I've written a lot of songs for Sarah, for that is her name, over the years, and I always try to include one in my show just as a sort of thank you, really, because I just can't imagine my life without her, basically, and so this is for you, Sarah. It's called If I Didn't Have You. Yeah, if I didn't have you. Yeah. If I didn't have you to hold me tight. If I didn't have you to lie with at night. If I didn't have you to share my sighs. And to kiss me and dry my tears when I cry, you would lie. Really think that I would have somebody else. If I didn't have you, someone else would do. Your love is one in a million. You couldn't buy it at any price. But of the 9,999,000 of the possible loves, statistically some of them would be equally nice. Or maybe not as nice, but say smarter than you. Or dumber but better at sport. Or fucking tracing. I'm just saying I probably have somebody else. Yeah. Someone else would do. If I were a rich man, diddle, I guess I would be either the surgeon or a model or a rally of the Royals or a Kennedy or an infomaniacal exhibitionist heiress to a large chain of hotels. If I were a rich man, maybe I would fiddle with the rich man girls. I'm not saying that I'd not love you if I was wealthy or handsome, but realistically, there's lots of fish in the sea, and if I had a different rod, I would conceivably land some. Even though I'm fiscally consistently pitiable and considerably less Brad Pitt than Brad Pitiful, am I really so poor and ugly that you think only you could possibly love me? And I think that I would probably have somebody else. Someone else would do. I'm not undervaluing what we've got when I say that given the role chaos inevitably plays in the inherently flawed notion of fate, it's abstruse to deduce I found my soulmate at the age of 17. It's just mathematically unlikely that at a university in Perth I happen to stumble on the one girl on earth specifically designed for me. And if I may conjecture a further objection, love has nothing to do with destined perfection. The connection is strengthened, the affection simply grows over time, like a flower or a mushroom or a guinea pig or a vine or a sponge or bigger.
Do you imagine how some of his conversations are at home with his wife? If he's this blunt on every song he sings, some of the things he says to his wife must be just horrible.
Tree or banana. And love is made more powerful by the ongoing drama of shared experience and the synergy of a kind of symbiotic empathy or something. So I trust it goes without saying that I would feel really very sad if tomorrow you were to fall off something high or catch something bad. But I'm just saying, I don't think you're special. I mean, I think you're special, but you fall within a bell curve. I mean, I'm just saying, probably help somebody else. I think you are unique and beautiful. You make me happy to stop being around. But objectively, you would have to agree that baby, when I found you, options were relatively thin on the ground. You're lovely, but there must be girls as lovely as you, and maybe more open to spanking or fucking table tennis. I'm just saying, probably somebody else. I mean, I reckon it's pretty likely that if, for example, my first girlfriend Jackie hadn't dumped me after I kissed Winston's ex-girlfriend Nia at Steph's party back in 1993, enough variables would probably have been altered by the absence of that event to have meant the advent of a tangential narrative in which we don't meet, which is to say there exists a theoretical, hypothetical, parallel life where what is not as it is, and I'm not your husband and you are not my wife, and I am a stuntman living in LA, married to a small blonde Portuguese skier who, when she's not training, does abstract painting, practices yoga and brews her own beer, and really likes making home movies and suffers neck down alopecia. But with all my heart and all my mind, I know one thing is true. I have just one love, and just one love, and my love, that love is you. And if it wasn't for you, darling, you possibly love somebody else. Someone else in charge, the motherfucker, yeah. So I wrote that song because I thought after all the nastiness, I should write something that wouldn't offend anyone, you know. But there's always one, you know. I came out of my show a couple of months ago and first started performing that song, and there was a girl, a young woman.
I'm sorry, I guess that was the end of the song. So Tim Minchin, if I didn't have you, if you like this song, please hit the like button, share on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the bell to notify whenever a video comes out. And if you have a comment, question, or anything else you'd like to say, just say it in the comments below and I will get it, and I'll get back to you the same day or the next day. This is Dean saying, have a nice night.